The gentleman from California, Mr. Levin, is recognized for an amendment.
Chairman, I have an amendment at the desk. It's only one sentence. So
Would the gentleman want it read or want it dispensed with?
I want this read
The gentleman
because it's
wants
only
it
one
read.
sentence.
The clerk will read the amendment.
And if she reads it, maybe you'll listen to her.
All our members would be wise to.
An amendment offered by Mr. Levin. At the appropriate place in the bill, insert the following. Section blank, none of the funds appropriated by this act shall be used in contravention to the Impoundment Control Act as amended and the Anti-Deficiency Act as amended.
The gentleman is recognized for remarks on his amendment.
Thank you. I wanted her to read that and not me because when I read it, nobody seems to care. But what I want to say is I know it's been a long day. I appreciate the chairman. I appreciate everybody for their patience through this. But this, I feel, is a very serious matter. And I just ask for you to indulge me for just a few minutes. And I hope you care as I do, because I think that this really impacts us all. Again, it's the simplest amendment you'll see today. It just reinforces what's on that plaque right there. And, Mr. Chairman, I'm really happy that plaque is still there. Nobody's tried to take it down. No money shall be drawn from the Treasury, but in consequence of appropriations made by law. Article 1, Section 9, Clause 7. Single most important sentence in the Constitution for this committee. If you look at the logo of this committee, which, Mr. Chairman, I think that House Creative Services or whoever designed that logo, they did a great job. Article 1, Section 9, Clause 7 is in the logo of this committee. So what's it mean? Well, it means, among other things, that we, as the Congress, as the appropriators, we're the ones who decide where the funds will go or not go. That's it. And in 1974, the Impoundment Control Act built on that, and it's the law of the land. The Anti-Deficiency Act, which says the president can't spend money without consent of Congress, is the law of the land. So this should be as easy as it gets. I think we all would agree that these laws and the words on that plaque are essential to protecting the separation of powers and Congress's power of the purse. We all worked really hard to become members of Congress, right? Every single one of you worked really hard to get here. And to join this committee, we all worked really hard to join this committee because we wanted to have a say in how taxpayer dollars are spent or not spent. And we can disagree, and we do disagree all the time about which programs deserve funding. But I think we all can agree that it's up to us in Congress, to make that choice. This isn't a partisan thing. My friends on the other side of the aisle, I just ask you to think about this for a second. It doesn't matter the subject of today's debate around the pocket rescissions. It matters that tomorrow's debate is going to be about something else. And then the day after that or the year after that will be about something else. But one thing won't change, that we as the Congress have the power of the purse, not the president. So I'll give you one example. And my friend, Mr. Cuellar, gave me a hard time earlier this morning when I gave this example. I don't love the billions of dollars in fossil fuel subsidies that the United States appropriates every year. You might think that that's great, but we as a Congress debate, we vote, and we decide. And in the case of the 7 years I've been here, we've decided to provide a lot of subsidies for the oil and gas industry. What's to stop a future president from deciding, you know what, I don't agree from a policy perspective with those subsidies, and to unilaterally make that decision that they are going to freeze those funds? The precedent that we are creating right now with what Russ Vought wants to do creates those circumstances so that down the road, a president will freeze or cut something that you don't like. And you right now are implicitly saying that that's okay. So I ask you to consider the day when the shoe is on the other foot, when a future Democratic president decides to zero out funding for something you fought for and you won in this chamber, something that you feel is important to your district and your constituents. This is not a partisan question. It's a constitutional question. And our responsibility is to defend the institution of the Congress, not to weaken it. My friends, I fear that if we give this power to this degree, to this administration, this is unprecedented. It really is. Every executive wants more power. There's no question about that. But giving the president the unilateral ability to pick and choose without the proper impoundment process or rescissions process that we just went through recently, the 45-day clock, giving them carte blanche, My friends, don't do this. Please consider the good of this institution and vote yes on this amendment. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.